There again, not looking for a great deal of turn, just trying to keep it as simple as possible. It's almost as if he puts overspin on the ball, so it just continues, as you would say, probably with the arm. And then if it straightens off the seam, it's an absolute bonus.
Oh, he's charged, and Shakib saw it, but I think the batter has done well in managing to just clip it away at the last moment. Got himself a single, but singles are not going to do for Afghanistan. Their required run rate now climbing over the 10 mark, 10.21.
In their mind, they're probably thinking one big over gets us back into the encounter, even though that the required run rate continues to climb. Misses out there, Nabi, I think. End of the over, it goes for 4, it's 42 for 4.
ভাইরাস থেকে বাঁচবো কিভাবে?
ভাইরাস এক ধরনের জীবাণু, আর জীবাণুর বিরুদ্ধে প্রতিরোধ করতে আছে স্যাভলন সোপের ডাবল স্ট্রেংথ। স্যাভলন সোপ, ডাবল স্ট্রেংথ, ডাবল প্রোটেকশন।
রোস্টেড পিনাট আর পিওর বাটারের আনবিটেবল স্বাদে পেলামে পিনাট বাইট কুকিজ, প্রতি বাইটেই স্বাদের ম্যাজিক।
আমন্ড, কিসমিস আর পাপরিকার এক্সাইটিং ব্লেন্ডে রুচি প্রিমিয়াম মিক্স চানাচুর, নিউ টেস্ট অফ দ্য টাউন।
নিউ ক্লিয়ার ম্যান এর ট্রিপল অ্যান্টি ড্যান্ড্রাফ টেকনোলজি খুশকি দূর করে, লুকানোর দিন শেষ।
Mustafizur Rahman with the second over. Whips that away. An element of risk I felt, particularly when Mustafa is bowling with that kind of shot.
Not too much, I think, because of just maybe perhaps the angle could be just missing leg stump. But the point you brought up in the previous over, that the boundaries. It's been 11 deliveries pushing on 2 overs when the last boundary was hit. Just to keep things in check. But when you're looking for those particular boundaries, it's either it's a bad ball or then you're trying to take a positive risk. And sometimes positive risks bring about your downfall. So it's got to be so calculated in how you're going to pick up these boundaries as we await a field change. I think he's trying to get mid-on up in the circle. He does, Mustafiz.
Just missed out. I thought either side of Yasir Ali that could have gone for more runs.
Also because of how close he gets to the stumps, Yasir Ali, because he's trying to save the single. And Nabi's just hit this way too hard, way too straight to the fielder. And what the fielder does perfectly there is that he cuts the angle. So, as you say, a meter or to his right or his left, it goes for 4. But the closer you get to the stumps, you cut the angle off.
Oh, that's wide, and a wild swing at that wide delivery signal, a wide by the umpire. Trying to slow it down, maybe losing the grip ever so slightly. You see the smile says it all.
A lot of quality there. As a batting side, you're 4 down for 45, and you have Sakib from one end and you have Mustafiz in the other end, and you've got the pressure of the scoreboard.
Oh, that's ramped up. It's going over all the way. That was a bonus. Short and wide and properly posted away for the maximum.
Brings up the 50. They've been searching for boundaries, and finally there's some width on offer. He gets the hands through that hitting zone so quickly, just to add a little bit of extra pace on the delivery, and it goes sailing over the man at third for 6.
Some relief, some release of pressure. Afghanistan badly need this. Maybe this will create the momentum they're looking for. And he goes back, and it's past the fielder. It's covered in the deep. Just a couple of runs. The runs starting to flow here. Bangladesh going for the jugular has been a problem over the years, when they've played themselves into position of strength but could not really convert it into a depth now.
Well, they have a perfect situation, as I said. You've got a world-class left-arm spinner in any sort of format, and then you have Fizz from the other side. And with the pressure of the scoreboard, it's a great opportunity, as you say, to maybe go for the jugular. But you've also got to give the batting side some form of respect in terms of how they can avert the pressure, and they're doing that to some degree well here. They're trying to read the game as well as they can.
Yes, I think you're absolutely right. Credit must be given to Najibullah Zadran and the skipper Mohammad Nabi. Just 33 of 33 balls, this partnership, but being under the circumstances very, very crucial to the cause of Afghanistan in steadying this rocking boat. One of these two get out, well, it'll be very, very difficult to recover from. Good ball to finish the over. 10 have been completed. It's 53 for 4, and it's also time to have a Mr. White detergent powder drink.
আমাদের বেকম্যানদেরও আছে কিছু সুপার পাওয়ার, বেস্ট ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্টস, বেস্ট অটোমেটেড মেশিন, উদ্দেশ্য একটাই, ঘরে ঘরে এমন অসাধারণ কিছু মুহূর্ত তৈরি করা। ইটস আ বেকম্যানস ক্রিয়েশন।
সাবান বা সাধারণ হ্যান্ড ওয়াশে হাত হয়ে পড়ে রুক্ষ ও মলিন, তাই ব্যবহার করুন ময়েশ্চারাইজিং পাওয়ার সমৃদ্ধ স্যাভলন অ্যান্টিসেপটিক হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ, যা হাতকে রাখে নরম, কোমল ও জীবাণুমুক্ত।
বডির জন্য জিম আর ফেসের জন্য গ্লো এন্ড হ্যান্ডসাম।
Yeah, the Mr. White detergent powder drinks. Time is over. Let's play with Mr. White detergent powder.
Are we on or what? No.
53 for 4. It's a good partnership between Mohammad Nabi, the skipper, and Najibullah Zadran. Satue in the attack in his second over. And he's been fantastic in this white ball format in terms of bowling and batting. He's sitting on 399 wickets, Shakib Al Hasan, in white ball format. And he'll be hoping that he can break this partnership. This partnership is looking good, looking very good. Remember, they were in loads of trouble when Nasim Ahmed was in the attack. But things have eased out, hasn't it, Mazhar? And both the batters looking pretty good at the moment.
Surely, but they still need 101 runs in 57 balls. The partnership has gone on 35-37 now. And the required run rate already jumped over 10. Use of the feet in the air will fall short.
Yeah, the idea was to hit over the top of the bowler, so it was dead straight, so there were no fielders there. So it's an easy shot. It's a good chip from Mohammad Nabi. He knew exactly what he was trying to do. Have a look at that finish, very straight. He picks up a couple of runs. It's all about partnership. This time a little bit wide outside the off stump, in the air, and he grabs the number 400 wicket in white ball format. Shakib Al Hasan, you beauty! And he breaks the partnership that was expected, and he delivered the goods with the white ball one more time. Mohammad Nabi goes.
The Superman, Shakib Al Hasan, the first left-arm spinner to pick up 400 wickets in white ball format. What a player he has been, and the pressure started to mount in. Afghanistan captain Mohammad Nabi had to go for it, and he is disappointed. Why not? Halfway down the stage, Afghanistan 57 for 5.
আমাদের বেকম্যানদেরও আছে কিছু সুপার পাওয়ার, বেস্ট ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্টস, বেস্ট অটোমেটেড মেশিন। উদ্দেশ্য একটাই, ঘরে ঘরে এমন অসাধারণ কিছু মুহূর্ত তৈরি করা। ইটস আ বেকম্যানস ক্রিয়েশন।
রুক্ষতা আর ধুলো ময়লা ভুলে আপনাকে সতেজ ও সুস্থ রাখতে 3টি ভিন্ন ভ্যারিয়েন্টে এসিআই নিয়ে এলো সেপটেক্স অ্যান্টিসেপটিক বার। এখন আপনি থাকুন অ্যাক্টিভ প্রতিদিন।
বডির জন্য জিম, আর ফেসের জন্য গ্লো অ্যান্ড হ্যান্ডসাম।
Natula Umazai on strike. $57 for 5.
ইস্পাহানি মির্জাপুর শ্রেষ্ঠ ব্লেন্ডের অনন্য স্বাদের দারুণ চা। এই সতেজতা, ঘ্রাণ আর মন কাড়া স্বাদের তুলনা।
চা যদি হয় ইস্পাহানি মির্জাপুর, টি স্টলেও লাইফটা ভরপুর।
রোস্টেড পিনাট আর পিওর বাটারের আনবিটেবল স্বাদে পেলামে পিনাট বাইট কুকিজ। প্রতি বাইটেই স্বাদের ম্যাজিক।
যে কোনো ক্ষতিকর জীবাণু থেকে সুরক্ষা পেতে ব্যবহার করুন সেপনিল ডিসইনফেক্টেন্ট স্প্রে।
নিউ ক্লিয়ার ম্যান এর ট্রিপল অ্যান্টি ড্যান্ড্রাফ টেকনোলজি খুশকি দূর করে লুকানোর দিন শেষ।
Player in the history of white ball format in terms of ODIs and T20 international to grab 400 wickets in his 313 matches. Shakib Al Hasan joins the elite list. Muthaya Mullaridan, a right arm off spinner. Right at the top, Wasim Akram from Pakistan, Shahid Afridi, Lasat Malinga. Some big names there. And in trouble again one more time after that fall of wicket of Mohammad Nabi. What an excellent effort from Shakib Al Hasan to reach that magical figure of 400. Initially he went down the wicket, it was a little bit wide, so it's a clever piece of bowling from Shakib Al Hasan, so he had to reach out, and when he did manage to try to hit that, he was in trouble. He had to, because he was way down the track. Had he missed it, he would have been stumped. A really good piece of bowling.
A wily old customer, Shakib Al Hasan. Only the first left-arm spinner to pick up 400 wickets. What a player he has been. Still got a lot of opportunity to climb up the ladder in the list there. At the moment, run rate creeping in, 11.31, Afghanistan feeling the heat.
It had all started when Nasum Ahmed started with the ball. Yep, he's the man. One of the finest Bangladesh have ever produced. With the ball, with the bat, he's just been simply magnificent. A lot of hard work for Afghanistan at this stage of the game. The required run rate touching 12, almost 12. It's not going to be do good to them if they deal in singles. They've got to pick up boundaries. 13 balls since the last boundary. Bangladesh bowlers putting on the brakes. Chip Mahathir Hassan in the attack, not among the wickets, but he's only gone away for 16 runs in his third over. Just 4 runs in that over, 61 for 5.
নিন আকিজ টেবিলওয়্যার, যার এলিগেন্ট ডিজাইন আর ইন্টারন্যাশনাল কোয়ালিটি দেয় আপনার বেস্ট রান্নার বেস্ট প্রেজেন্টেশন। আকিজ টেবিলওয়্যার।
পাপরিকা আর মেক্সিকান মশলার মাইন্ড ব্লাস্টিং ফ্লেভারের ডিটোস। পার্টি হবে জোস যদি থাকে ডিটোস।
বডির জন্য জিম আর ফেসের জন্য গ্লো অ্যান্ড হ্যান্ডসাম।
Shakib to continue. They really can't find a method to try to pick up boundaries, but what is beautiful to watch, and have a look at this. This is chock-a-block. This is jam-packed. Wonderful, wonderful to see them coming back in the stadium after such a long time. And would you believe it, they've been treated with some excellent stuff from the Tigers and their home den. That's up in the air, that should be taken. And it is! Wicket number 2. Wicket number 401 in white ball format for none other than Shakib Al Hasan. What a game he's having with the ball.
And the crowds are happy, why not? Bangladesh have been playing really well. They are all over Afghanistan, and it's the man again, Shakib Al Hasan, picking up yet another wicket. Afghanistan are dying in. Munim Sharia. Safe pair of hands there. Nazibullah Zadran departs for 27. Afghanistan 62 for 6.
ভাইরাস থেকে বাঁচবো কিভাবে?
ভাইরাস এক ধরনের জীবাণু, আর জীবাণুর বিরুদ্ধে প্রতিরোধ করতে আছে স্যাভলন সোপের ডাবল স্ট্রেংথ। স্যাভলন সোপ, ডাবল স্ট্রেংথ, ডাবল প্রোটেকশন।
রোস্টেড পিনাট আর পিওর বাটারের আনবিটেবল স্বাদে পেলামে পিনাট বাইট কুকিজ। প্রতি বাইটেই স্বাদের ম্যাজিক।
আমন্ড, কিসমিস আর পাপরিকার এক্সাইটিং ব্লেন্ডে রুচি প্রিমিয়াম মিক্স চানাচুর, নিউ টেস্ট অফ দ্য টাউন।
নিউ ক্লিয়ার ম্যান এর ট্রিপল অ্যান্টি ড্যান্ড্রাফ টেকনোলজি খুশকি দূর করে, লুকানোর দিন শেষ।
Rashid Khan is the new batter. In deep trouble. Afghanistan. Bangladesh have been special with the bat and very special with the ball. Rashid Khan will be eyeing to pick up a big score here, but he has to, whatever he does, he has to score his runs quickly, because the run rate has gone past 12 now. He's here because of this.
Once again, Shakib Al Hasan teasing the batsman there. Just couldn't connect there. Hits the toe end of the bat and then it was high in the air. All Munim Shari had to do just go under the ball and takes a simple catch there. What Bangladesh did the best has been picking up wickets when they needed. It dried up the boundaries that kept the pressure mount on the Afghanistan batters.
Appealing down the leg side has been called a wide. Yes, he'll be a very happy and a pleased person, Mr. Nazmal Hassan, President of the Bangladesh Cricket Board. What a sight. It's a beautiful sight, the floodlights on, but remember, the lights in the stand too. Beautiful. It's just been an excellent performance from Bangladesh. 4 and a wicket, 65 for 6 Afghanistan. $65 for 6. They were in trouble right from the word go. In the very first over, they lost the wicket of Rahmanullah Gurbaz, and then the bowlers did not do well, especially Nasu Ahmed. Brilliant with the ball. 4 for 12, incredible figures. Shariful. And when you lose so many early wickets, then it gets so difficult, doesn't it, Mazhar? For any team, no matter what the opposition have put on the board.
Undoubtedly, and when you are unable to use that power play, you lost too many wickets, and all of a sudden pressure will start to mount. You give away too many dot balls, and suddenly, even if you're chasing 150, seems like you're way too far away. Required run at already 12.
They're talking about power play. They were 29 for 4 inside the power play. 20 for 4 in the first 5 overs, where Nasun picked up 4 for 7. Incredible. Simply incredible. And they had no answer whatsoever. What a bowler. Opened the innings, opened the bowling attack, and he never looked back. He was dangerous, devastating with the ball. 17 dots, 10 runs, 4. It's 4 for 10, not 4 for 12. Correction here. Absolutely magnificent with the ball. Denting the hopes of Afghanistan early on. Right. Swing and a miss.
Rashid Khan will go after everything. Why not? 66 for 6. Shariful Islam once again bending his back, hitting the deck hard. Rashid Khan, such a champion player. He won't gonna hold back, for sure.
Well, he needs to show his true colors with the bat. Very good with the ball. Involved in 2 run-outs when he threw from the deep. Because of 1 for 15 of 4 overs. But he has to do something special with the bat. It's not easy. 66 for 6 at the moment. Again a short one. Good stuff. Good aggressive bowling from Shariful Islam.
I really like his fighting attitude and aggressive approach there. Going across Rashid Khan, having a few words. Not shy to bowl those bouncers. It's been like this even during his under 19 days. Ataba, you must have seen Shariful, very energetic. Always likes to go charge onto the batsman. Create that extra pressure and also plays that mind game.
He's got this good body language. He likes to be aggressive. And he wants to show that he means business. Again, it's a short one. Nothing on the bat, so it's only a single of the first 5 deliveries. The required run rate now touching 15. He's gone down the wicket. That's the reason why he pitched it short. So good stuff from Shariful Islam.
Just 1 run of the over. What a brilliant over this has been from Shariful Islam. Rashid Khan wanted to take him the charge, but Shariful equal to the task.
This time he's got some weight and he's put it straight into the hands where Yasir Ali has picked up a catch. Yes, applied the pressure and getting rewarded in the end. Picks up his first wicket. Rashid Khan goes.
It's again Rashid Khan. It's that psychological battle between the two. And Shariful Islam is the winner here. Yes? You got your man. I like it. Rashid Khan. It passed for 1. Afghanistan tottering on 67 for 7.
Six for 7. It's just been magnificent. Mahmudullah and his men have been absolutely brilliant. The Tigers are on fire. Initially, we saw Litun Kumar Das scoring that quick fire 50. He made 60 of 44. And this is the wicket, the last wicket of Rashid Khan. Straight into the hands. He was frustrated in that particular over from Shariful Islam. Kept looking to play big shots, and when he did manage to free his arms, he holed out in the deep. That's well bowled again.
Last 30 balls, 16 runs, 3 wickets. Last boundary struck, 30 balls back. Bangladesh did really well. Again, teasing in Shakib Al Hasan, wearing his pace.
And when they did manage to score 155, Bangladesh, that is their highest total against Afghanistan. And everybody in the grandstand and the president box will be very happy to see what has happened in this match so far. They have literally dominated with the bat, and it's been total domination even with the ball. That should be a boundary, a welcome one after 32 deliveries. They picked up a boundary, 72 for 7 after 15.
ভাইরাস থেকে বাঁচবো কিভাবে?
ভাইরাস এক ধরনের জীবাণু, আর জীবাণুর বিরুদ্ধে প্রতিরোধ করতে আছে স্যাভলন সোপের ডাবল স্ট্রেংথ। স্যাভলন সোপ, ডাবল স্ট্রেংথ, ডাবল প্রোটেকশন।
রোস্টেড পিনাট আর পিওর বাটারের আনবিটেবল স্বাদে পেলামে পিনাট বাইট কুকিজ, প্রতি বাইটেই স্বাদের ম্যাজিক।
আমন্ড, কিসমিস আর পাপরিকার এক্সাইটিং ব্লেন্ডে রুচি প্রিমিয়াম মিক্স চানাচুর, নিউ টেস্ট অফ দ্য টাউন।
নিউ ক্লিয়ার ম্যান এর ট্রিপল অ্যান্টি ড্যান্ড্রাফ টেকনোলজি খুশকি দূর করে, লুকানোর দিন শেষ।
He must be a very happy man as he watches on. Bangladesh have really put on a show today with the ball in hand. That's a Jaffa. 72 for 7. I've seen strange things happen in cricket. I don't think I'll see a strange one today.
That's Ghazi Sohail, the TV umpire. And Akhtar Ahmed Chipar, who is overseeing things as the match referee. Well done, gentlemen.
As you look back on how this inning started, I think Afghanistan have just not been given an opportunity to breathe. They have not been able to come up for air. They have been absolutely stunned, especially in that particular power play. And then it hasn't been a recovery at all.
And especially taking into consideration before start of play, it was general consensus that Afghanistan were better in this format. The figures were in their favor. That's hoiked away, and it's going to find the boundary. At last, something to be happy about, but maybe too little, too late.
The slower delivery, and he's able to free up the onside and get some good bat on it. This is the gap. 2 fielders out in the deep have very little chance of cutting that off. I think you've got to take this into an isolated incident, and that's how you do in T20 cricket. As I said, I think at the halfway stage, Afghanistan will think, wow, we've done excellently to keep Bangladesh to 155. Our bowlers have been fantastic. Our fielding was good. But that particular period where you're 4 for 20 and then never given another opportunity to score freely. Swing and a miss.
I see what you're trying to say. Just the 4 wickets initially, and just going back to the Bangladesh batting innings, as you mentioned, I don't think Bangladesh would have been too happy. 155. They're looking to getting at least 15-20 runs more. So there's a bit of disappointment in that effort with the bat. But once they came into bowl, Nasir Mohammed in his elements, well, things just turned around on its head. But great stuff. I mean, they needed something, a boost in this format of the game.
Yeah, umpire call that a wide. Good pace, good bounce by Shoreful. And if you look at Zazai, dangerous in this form of the game. Gulbaz, dangerous. Zadran, Nabi, they're through the middle order. They keep the run rate and the scoring very good. But as I said, never given an opportunity. They just got to look back and think, well, their batting just fell apart in that power play and they've never been able to recover. Swing of the bat. It makes a good sound and it's gone a very long way. Ahmadzai gets one straight out the middle of the bat.
Oh, that's a good strike. Some fireworks in the end of the innings, but why give up without giving your best? You cannot afford to die wondering of the situation you're in. Make the best of it. Reduce the margin of defeat once it comes. Maybe some positives to take through to the next game.
Well, it'll be about perhaps how his role is moving forward in the team. Ahmadzai is a all-rounder, a striker of the ball. 12 off that over, 84 for 7. Yeah, the phases of scoring and 1-6 tick a box for Bangladesh. 7-15, again Bangladesh in full control with runs and wickets in hand. And at this particular stage, you probably thought those last 5 overs, Bangladesh were maybe slightly behind the 8 ball in trying to get the run rate going, but they've controlled the game perfectly with the ball.
With that effort in slowing down the ball. It's not the slowishness of the ball, the speed of the ball, but also the direction, the yorker length, the widest yorker that you're striving for.
Yeah, looking for 2 to decide against it at the last moment. Qais Ahmed was the man that looked more as if he is thriving for the second. I think this man just needs to maintain the strike until Afghanistan reach their crescendo in this batting effort. I understand, as you say, try and push the game as deep as possible, get the scores as close as possible. Just beg the question in terms of when I looked at that bowling card, there were 7 bowlers used. Swing at the bat. Not enough timing. Gone. Number 8 falls.
There you go. Mustafizur Rahman is not going to be without a wicket. And it's a good catch. Enjoyed by the crowd. Hung in there for a while. And the skipper just lining himself up nicely underneath that one. Reverse cupping it and taking it wonderfully well. Good stuff. Another wicket down. And Ahmadzai goes for 20. It's 85 for 8.
আমাদের বেকম্যানদেরও আছে কিছু সুপার পাওয়ার। বেস্ট ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্টস, বেস্ট অটোমেটেড মেশিন, উদ্দেশ্য একটাই, ঘরে ঘরে এমন অসাধারণ কিছু মুহূর্ত তৈরি করা। ইটস আ বেকম্যানস ক্রিয়েশন।
সাবান বা সাধারণ হ্যান্ড ওয়াশে হাত হয়ে পড়ে রুক্ষ ও মলিন, তাই ব্যবহার করুন ময়েশ্চারাইজিং পাওয়ার সমৃদ্ধ স্যাভলন অ্যান্টিসেপটিক হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ, যা হাতকে রাখে নরম, কোমল।
Took it round the corner, pick up a single. Just to finish off that point, Karim Jannat coming in when the team is 3 down. I think perhaps they loaded up on the bowlers today. Afghanistan, Zamazai, he tries to play as positively as possible, but a good catch by Ahmadullah, and the Fizz gets his first in this encounter. They'll be very pleased. The captain won the toss, batted, perhaps thought not as many as we would have wanted. Then his bowlers answer the call.
Well, he's asked for it, but I don't think there's much conviction in that appeal. Mujibur Rahman, just 20 years old, coming in. 8 runs in his T20 international career. Not much to do with the bat, has he?
8 runs. I shouldn't laugh. I don't think maybe he bats that often. We have seen him in the BPL strike the ball well, even in 3 ODIs we had down in Chattogram. Success for the Fizz. 2 wickets off that over, 86 for 8.
ইস্পাহানি মির্জাপুর শ্রেষ্ঠ ব্লেন্ডের অনন্য স্বাদের দারুণ চা। এই সতেজতা, ঘ্রাণ আর মন কাড়ার স্বাদের তুলনা।
চা যদি হয় ইস্পাহানি মির্জাপুর, টি স্টলেও লাইফটা ভরপুর।
রোস্টেড পিনাট আর পিওর বাটারের আনবিটেবল স্বাদে পেলামে পিনাট বাইট কুকিজ, প্রতি বাইটেই স্বাদের ম্যাজিক।
যে কোনো ক্ষতিকর জীবাণু থেকে সুরক্ষা পেতে ব্যবহার করুন সেপনিল ডিসইনফেক্টেন্ট স্প্রে।
নিউ ক্লিয়ার ম্যান এর ট্রিপল অ্যান্টি ড্যান্ড্রাফ টেকনোলজি খুশকি দূর করে লুকানোর দিন শেষ।
There we go, just a relook, a rethink at that batting card that was stunned. The dive, it goes in vain. A boundary for Qais Ahmed.
And that'll make him happy, that'll make him smile. That Strupple just pulled it straight past the bowler. Well played, must say. Timed it well, hit it sweetly, and didn't give that fielder the opportunity to stop that, despite that despairing effort.
Goes after the next one. Shariful calls early and takes it. They're running away with it, Bangladesh. And they're telling their opponents that they are really out to contend in this series.
Well, if you're going to go big time, every delivery you get, you're going to end up in trouble. The Afghan inning falling apart like a house of cards, getting him on the splice of the bat. Just too close to that bounce of the ball, and that was to be the reckoning. That was a good catch, once again taken by the bowler off his bowling. And Qais Ahmed goes for 8. 90 for 9.
যে কোনো ক্ষতিকর জীবাণু থেকে সুরক্ষা পেতে ব্যবহার করুন সেপনিল হ্যান্ড স্যানিটাইজার।
রোস্টেড পিনাট আর পিওর বাটারের আনবিটেবল স্বাদে পেলামে পিনাট বাইট কুকিজ, প্রতি বাইটেই স্বাদের ম্যাজিক।
ইস্পাহানি মির্জাপুর শ্রেষ্ঠ ব্লেন্ডের অনন্য স্বাদের দারুণ চা। এই সতেজতা, ঘ্রাণ আর মন কাড়ার স্বাদের তুলনা।
চা যদি হয় ইস্পাহানি মির্জাপুর, টি স্টলেও লাইফটা ভরপুর।
নিউ ক্লিয়ার ম্যান এর ট্রিপল।
Yeah, the wickets have fallen at regular encounters here for the Afghanistan batters, but there's a 4. There's something Mujib will just put a smile on his face. But Farooqi is the new batter at the crease.
That's 4 more runs to the 8 he's already got in his career.
Stop it. He's gone into double digits.
Well done, Mujibur.
Oh. Swing of the bat in the deep. Could this be it? It's all over. It's an absolute thumping. It's an absolute emphatic victory. From the very first time the ball left a bowler's hand today to the very last time that the ball was caught in the deep, they have been emphatic.
They have indeed. Mahmudullah Riyad leading his men. This is the last wicket to fall. Just didn't get hold of it. Nicely behind it was Afif Hussain. He was not going to let that go. He had it lined up and he got it. Brilliant stuff. That is an emphatic clinical win with that final catch by Afif. Bangladesh win by 61 runs.
Oh, Nasum, 4 for 10. Oh, what a day out in Dhaka. What an afternoon and an evening out with the ball in hand. What a day to savor for those 11 players, the squad, the support staff. But they'll only look at this, I think, with how I've read them in the last few months, in the last few weeks, and the conversations had. It's just how they want to play their cricket. They want to create a method, a formula, especially also in their white ball cricket as they head towards another World Cup. The 50-over World Cup is still a long way away, but their T20 World Cup, they look at this and they think, well, you know what? We've ticked the box here, but we need to do this on a regular occurrence and get the right formula performing at a high level consistently as we lead up to some silverware.
Ahmadullah Riyad will be greatly relieved, to say the least. He did say that they're going to come in with a positive frame of mind. They're playing against a team higher ranked than them, and they've got a better record against Bangladesh. And this was, I feel, the starting point of something new, something in the right direction.
Yeah, now let's look at Afghanistan. I think they look at this and think, well, we've been beaten. Let's hurt, because I think we're a better side than this if you're an Afghanistan player and supporter and you've just been blown away. Come back in the next or the second T20, the Spani T20 series, the second T20 in a few days' time, and bounce back. Because as I said, I think they believe they're a better side. And you sort of just got to look back at this for a moment, feel the pain, acknowledge where it went wrong, and come back better. Don't dwell on it for too long.
I think they've shown that in the one-day internationals after being beaten in the first two, came back. But this is a look at what transpired. It was regular fall of wickets. The man who did the damage initially was Nasum Ahmed with those 4 wickets for 10 runs. And nobody really stood up against some good fielding, good catching, and perfect bowling by the Bangladeshis.
Yeah, it's not a good reading or scoring card, that, from Afghanistan point of view. As we look at the highlights, and I think on most occasions you think, well, the highlights will feature runs, but here you'll see a lot of excellent fielding, barring that one, but more the ball and how the bowlers were so good today. That was one blemish with them in the field, but the wickets fell and Nasum was all over Afghanistan.
Yeah, there's some areas of concern, but that was a wild hawk, and Nasum getting the timber straight away, and some boundaries, but straight enough. Another catch. Nasum Ahmed was on fire at that time. Just brought up his best figures of 4 for 10. There's some nice looking shots we had on the whole innings. 9 boundaries and a couple of sixes only.
Forcing the game. When you force it, when your wicket's down, you create opportunities, and they held their catches. Bangladesh, this was Zadran. And a good catch in the deep, and Saqib Al Hassan, who enters a very important group of players. Rashid Khan trying to also find the boundaries. Shariful claiming his wicket, and they were just moments away from finishing it off.
There's some bold strikes right at the end, but with the position they were in, more often than not, they're going to hole out in the deep. Tried some big shots, got a 6 in, but we're trying to replicate that, getting the turn of the bat, and it was a good catch by the skipper. And eventually the charge was given. I can understand the mindset of the latter order batters. Didn't really have much to do. Shariful doing well, taking a catch of his own bowling.
There we go. In the deep again. And there it is. The final moments in this particular encounter. And this is Bangladesh's 3rd biggest win in T20 International. Hey, scorer, we're live here, man. Bowlers, Nasum, he features 4 for 10, 3 for 29 for Shariful, and then Saqib Al Hassan 2 for 18 in his 4th.
Well, it's been very, very meticulous, very clinical bowling for the Bangladesh team, and eventually Bangladesh needed a big win, an emphatic win. They've achieved that in this format of the game. That's what transpired. 155 for 8 in this first T20 International of the Isfahani T20 series, powered by Walton, and bowling out Afghanistan for 94. Bangladesh win by 61 runs.
The third biggest win in terms of runs in T20 internationals, as we look at the most wickets in white ball cricket, T20s and ODIs. Mattaya Mullaritharan, 547. Saqib Al Hasan has just announced himself in that list, and he's the only left-arm spinner and the third spinner to be amongst those players. Shahid Afridi, the next best in terms of most wickets at 493. But that is an illustrious group of players, and Saqib Al Hasan announces himself. With that, we're going to take a short break, and when you come back, it'll be the post-match presentation.
Welcome to the presentation, the first T20 International of the Isfahani T20 International Series 2022, powered by Walton. Bangladesh batting first, 155 for 8, and in reply, Afghanistan were bowled out for 94, giving Bangladesh a win by 61 runs. So congratulations to Bangladesh, commiserations to Afghanistan. May I have Mohammad Nabi to come up here, please. Nabi, when you restricted Bangladesh at 155, did you think that it was chaseable?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Yeah, the boys bowl really well at this kind of pitches. The pitch is really good for the batting as well, and we restricted them 150. We're thinking that we are chasing that score. Yeah.
Yeah, but the batting and the chase did not go well for you. Inside the 5 overs, you lost 4, and then 57 for 5 in 10.5.
Yeah, it's we throw early wickets in the power play. That's why we are under pressure as a batting group. That's why we didn't chase this. Yeah.
Yeah, important that even if you're chasing not a very big total, you don't lose too many early wickets, but you did that, and that hurt your team.